Hey everyone, welcome back to another video from Volt Life Proof Grooming. And in this video, I want to talk about why our beards prematurely go gray. The reason for this subject is because I am 36 and in the past 2 years, I have noticed a significant amount of gray accumulating on my jawline. Every once in a while, I'll get some on my chin or my soul patch, maybe a little bit on my mustache as well. But I wanted to talk about a few reasons why this is happening and if you are experiencing this as well. Now, I talked about this in a previous video covering over testosterone, and this kind of correlates as well into the beard. And the first reason why our beards can prematurely go gray, genetics. It's just what it is and how our body is going to produce the gray is because of your father or your mother's genes, just straight off the bat, all right? It could come down to descendant if you're, a Viking or a German, or if you're Switzerland. It all depends on what your background is and what your genealogy comes from. Next, let's start diving into stress. And this is probably one of the key factors. Now there's melanin right inside of our follicles in our hair. And what's happening is that melanin is decreasing, producing that gray hair. Now the stress comes along if we're having stressful days, if we're not sleeping right, and we're putting a lot of emotions and we're putting a lot of fatigue on our body. That's going to decrease the melanin that's in that follicle, increasing our gray hair in our beards. Now, to counterbalance that, let's get some good night's sleep. Let's go into the office with a positive mindset, because that's where it all comes down to. That stress level, we need to reverse it. That way it doesn't prolong and it doesn't increase. And before we know it, we're starting to look like the Santa Claus by the time we're 40. Another reason, smoking. Smoking is one of the biggest reasons why a beard can turn white. And that is the increase of nicotine and the smoke as well. Vaping, I'm not really too sure when it comes to that, but I do know the nicotine can increase your heart rate, right? All of that is ensuing, which is coming into stress as well, because when you are stressed, when you're tense and tight, and when you're smoking, your heart actually elevates, creating more stress and tension in there. Once again, decreasing the melanin in that follicle and increasing that gray hair. Now, truly, I believe this is why I have gone gray so fast, is because of my sugar intake. And that is one of the last reasons that I wanted to cover is our food, right? What we're processing in our bodies. And I know that sugar is one of the key reasons why I'm going gray, because I have the biggest sweet tooth. I know I eat a lot of processed food. This was early in my years. These past few years now, just kind of get into the whole health regime. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, but even so in my beginning years, pizzas, sodas, chocolate bars, candy, all that good stuff. And I think that's a big contributor towards the gray hair. And all that processed food shows really quickly. I've just been fortunate enough for the weight not to come on, and I work out extensively to keep it off. So I work out to eat is kind of what I'm going at. But I really believe that processed foods is a reason why you can go gray as well. And with all those factors lining up, which I myself, I know the stress, right? My genealogy, my dad went gray very early, right? I've smoked in the past, and once again, I eat a lot of sugar. So no wonder I'm going gray at 36. Just think about what you were doing in the past and how you can look forward into the future by not following those ways. But if you're like me and you work with a really cool company called Volt and you got some products to help you out, what I like to suggest is take this, right? This is a beard dye. So take your beard dye, you're gonna shake it up. We've got a little ball in there that's gonna mix around the product. Pull it out and then just start diving away into the gray. It's not gonna stay in permanently, and it's not gonna hit your skin. When you do the beard dye, you've gotta rub it in. When you use this, you're going on the top layer and you're just moving it around and you're just hitting the hair, okay? Get those gray spots, come in here, go on the other side. And then once you're done, take your brush, right? We'll take a boar brush here and we'll just brush it in. Easy squeezy. And what I like about this is once you're done, you hit the shower, it comes right out. I've worked out in it, I've sweat in it, does not come out. But once you hit the shower and you start applying some shampoo and conditioner, it comes right out. And that's why I like a little bit different than the dye, because once again, you're gonna dye up the skin. It's very noticeable, and this is very natural. So with this, when you're going through that gray, that gray phase, boom, you're good to go. Make sure to turn the life around just a little bit. If you're, eating wrong, if you're sleeping bad, change up some food intake, whatever it is, right? It's always good to start something new and fresh, especially it being in the new year. That way we can all prolong our life in the end. So with that, you guys, thank you for joining along, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.